Hello everyone and good evening. A little bit busy tonight. Hello there pigs, welcome. Still kind of eating dinner, but hey, time waits for no one and I wanted to start. And yeah, loads of work. Know how that is. There is lots of stuff to do and more things to do. Oh, I got some hot wings. Almost finished all the chicken, so but apart from that, I'm just gonna chew on some vegetables tonight. Hot wings and vegetables, that's the way it goes. So, we are, of course, oh come on, allow. What the, why? Okay, so apparently Nick is offensive to Twitch. I have no idea what those prude Americans are thinking about language, but something just strikes me that those Americans are just so prude. Like nothing. It's like you can't say anything, like without someone being offended. Yes, it's time for objection, Mina. Welcome. Okay, so let's just go straight into it because... Game, please. Oh, come on. Okay, we're having those usual problems, it seems. That my camera isn't working and I have to refresh that. Why is this a thing? I don't understand why this is a thing. Yeah, it's fine, pigs. I mean, I'm still eating. I'm crunching on vegetables and some blue cheese dip sauce. So my apologies for the crunchiness, but I suppose that's a thing. Yes, you'll probably miss some things. So we're just going. Oh, I should also get some water. I don't have water. I can drink my chili sauce. I have some leftover chili sauce on my desk. Just tuck my vegetables nicely into it. So my recommendation for that is tea with ginger and chilies. That's how I solve my coughs. So, court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. This guy is cool. I love this guy. Hello there, Alex. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we will have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let us begin then. If we may call on our first witness, Your Honor. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on there now. I saw there's a bunch of stuff going on the writer's channel. The prosecution calls for the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. I'm so inconsistent with my voice acting, it's kind of insane, but yeah, that's kind of a thing for me. I just pop in there from time to time just to see. The body was found by this window here, and the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It is heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts this statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court of this hard evidence. So the problem with that voice acting is I have very little time to actually eat my dinner and my crunch on these veggies. Eat your vegetables, they're delicious. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. I'll take a break later and just gobble up everything. There were 2 people at the scene already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Felix Wright. I immediately arrested Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. At the very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Cross-examinate what? I couldn't even see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. Bluff, bluff, bluff. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Delicious. Press. Who did you say you got the call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from the customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. Oops, nope, go back. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say that it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto of this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Felix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Why is that? What's your reason? Why we had witness accounts, blah blah blah. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink? Pink's claim was hard evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That is enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Hello. Welcome home. Just a moment. Der är middag I ovnen. Just toss it in sauce and eat. It's literally take it out of the oven, toss it in the sauce and eat it. She wants me to take her food out of the oven and toss it in the sauce. I have made all the hard work already, she just had to finish it. I spoiled her way too much. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. I do, Mina, I know. I think you, and you're not the only one who says it. I mean, I'm very, very, I say it a lot that I spoiled her way too much. And she certainly isn't complaining about me spoiling her. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let us hear testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Oh, I know. I forgot about it, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. So, here is one thing I don't like about this game. We have already heard from Edgeworth that cause of death was not instantaneous, but the report we have, the autopsy report we have, says instantaneous. So, like if you remember this just from the start, you can see, go straight here. And like present the evidence there, if you remember. Which is what I'm going to do, and I just pressed instead of doing it. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victims actually write the name of the killer? Sure, it happens all the time in books and crimes and in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Ugh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't had so many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there! The witness' opinions on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of their killer. Edgeworth is smooth. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. So, let's see, there. And we have this autopsy here, but Edgeworth has already said that death was not instantaneous, so there's a contradiction here. So let's go there. Detective Gumshoe, there is one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? Huh? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who could absolutely not have written it. This is the report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write down anything. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I am pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. I did a mistake there, but whatever. We didn't write that autopsy report until the day after. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it is quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Oh, I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Which one do you want me to take? I'll take a bite of my carrot in the meantime, if because I want Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe? I am disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that is the only obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness Miss April May take the stand. Detective Gumshoe is a recurring character. He's just so much fun. I mean, he annoys you, but you learn to appreciate the quirks and all the jokes that are at his expense.
I'm not sure what you mean with jokes at his expense. He is the joke.
Fair, he is the joke. Edward is an arse, yes. But there's a reason for that, which will be revealed later in this game. Just a small heads up there. Exactly what part of her is innocent? But yes, like when you first play this game, he is a bit of an arse. Witness, your name, please. Miss April May, at your service. Order! An introduction should not require an reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us where you were on this night of September 5th, when the murder occurred. Oh, gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out in the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was this mousy girl sitting in the defense chair. And then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That is all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I'll eat your stew at the screen. I'm eating my vegetables here at the screen. I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly ways of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Do I need to look for anything?
No. Okay, so before we go into that, I would just like to check what we have in the record here. Because I actually can't remember all the things in, immediately. Actually, yes, I do. I do know. Don't be in such a rush, Pix. Okay, let's just press everything. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Why what? Why did you look out the window? She brings water.
She says I'm small.
Were you expecting to see something? No, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. The badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? Sudden kiss on your face, yes. And then... Oh, I already did this. The woman with long hair, was it Mia Fey? Well, and slender, sort of. Well, some people might have been pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had girlish physique. Women notice these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet. Did you really see the defendant at all? Ugh. I actually can't remember here. I can't remember where this reason is going. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you really had witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Ugh. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except for her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed like that way at the day of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Ugh, what are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think that trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, statuey clock? The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. So already there should be some warning bells ringing in your heads for this. So first of all, there's this one. I'd just like to point out the floor plans for you all. To the right, that's all, in other words, all the way to the door. So yes, you're correct. And yeah, of course, the clock. So I'm gonna start with this one. I think you have to press both to get it going. But yes, you are right on both accounts. Right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. And then we can go with this one. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.